Hi everyone. We're going to do a Pilates mat class, pop-up class, and we're going to start standing today. So if you guys could maybe stand by a wall or use a chair. We're going to be doing some standing footwork. So working on our leg alignment, foot strength, and calf strength. So we'll get started in just a few minutes. Hope everybody got out to enjoy this beautiful day. All right, let's get going. So we're going to stand in a Pilates V. So go ahead and bring your heels together and your toes apart. Arms can be alongside the body, or you can place them on your hips, wherever they're comfortable. You want to be able to imagine as if you were floating up towards the ceiling. So kind of lengthen your spine as much as you can, and then start with just a little bit of a softening the knees and bending into your Pilates V. You're going to roll up onto the heels. You're going to extend the legs and then articulate down through your feet. So keeping that back nice and straight again, bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten your legs, lower your heels, and we keep going and articulating through our feet. Good. Let's do 4 more. Down, lift your heels, extend your legs, lower your heels. 3 more. Think of your upper inner thighs zipping and wrapping as you're extending those legs. Keep the knees soft. 1 more time. Bend, lift your heels, extend your legs, lower your heels. Good. From here, let's bring our feet together. So now we're parallel with the feet together, ankles together if you can, knees and upper inner thighs. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to start by just bending the knees and pretending like we're sliding down that back wall, keeping the back straight. You're going to lift your heels, straighten your legs, lower your heels. And again, bend the knees, lift the heels, straighten the legs, lower the heels. Let's do 4 more. 4. And then 3. 2. And 1 more. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our feet just hip distance. So take them apart, line up the hip bones, the knees, the ankles. And make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. So kind of look down at your feet. Make sure you're not doing a little bit of a rolling in, rolling out. Try to really square off and feel the tripod of the foot, the big toe, the little toe, and the heel. So again, look down at the feet, make sure they're nice and straight. We're going to do the same thing now, hip distance. So we're going to start by bending the knees, lifting our heels, straightening our legs, and then lowering our heels. And again, knees bend. Keep the knees tracking right over the big toe and second toe. And we're going to do 4 more. 3. 2. And we'll do 1 more. Good. Okay. We're going to go wide into a second position. So turnout, not to a extreme turnout. If you're a ballerina, that would be fine, but we're going to working more leg alignment. So just a slight turnout. And we're going to go ahead and again, get nice and straight, nice and tall. We're going to start with just bending our knees directly over our second and third toe. So make sure when you bend the knees, they're pointing over the second and third toe. we're gonna slowly lift the heels up. We're gonna straighten our legs and then lower the heels down, okay? And again, bend, heels lift, legs straighten, and down. Really working on some balance here also, which is good for fall prevention. And we'll do 3 more. 2. And 1 more. Good. And then just walk your feet in. So we've kind of warmed up the feet nicely. We're going to do a little exercise called arches in, arches out. So we're going to go to the outer part of the foot on both of the feet, and then we're going to go to the inner part of the foot on both the feet. Just do that a few times. Out, out, and then in, out, out, in. One more time. Out, in, and then back to that parallel position. And then from here, let's just take our feet and I'm gonna turn to the side. You're gonna do a little stretch for the top of the foot. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend my left knee and I'm gonna reach my right leg back. And just get a nice stretch on the top of your foot. Hold it. And then bring it back. And then we're gonna do the other foot. So again, just kind of soften the knees, reach the leg back, stretch out the top of your foot, hold it. Might want to do this on carpet or a mat. It could be a little tender. And then come back. All right, we're going to take this down to the floor. So I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so you can see the mat. So go ahead, if you don't have a mat, go ahead and grab your mat. All right, ladies, we're gonna go ahead and lay on our back. So if you need a pillow for your head, grab a towel and just place it at the top of your mat. That'll help keep with your head alignment. If you don't need one, then that's great. Just lay flat on the mat. Go ahead and lay back. Your knees are gonna be bent, feet are flat. We're gonna start with some bridging to warm up the spine. We're gonna start with the nice long neck. Widen your collarbones, so feel your chest is open through here. Arms can be lengthening down alongside your body. And we're gonna bring our heels in line with our sitting bones. Okay, so line up the heels. And then we're gonna start with just a little bit of a pelvic tilt. So think of your pubic bone moving towards your belly button, and then your pubic bone moving towards your heels. And we're going to do a little bit of rocking our pelvis back and forth to loosen up the low back. And then you can add a nice inhale, an exhale. And we'll do this one more time. And then you're going to bring your pelvis back to neutral, where you feel your hip bones and your pubic bone are nice and level, and you feel the weight even around that flat bone, which is the sacrum. And we're going to start by lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. So we're going to do a slight pelvic tilt towards the belly button, and you're going to start to press into your heels and start to lift the hips towards the ceiling, breathing out all your air. And then once you get to the top, take another deep inhale, and then slowly roll yourself back down, one vertebrae at a time. And let's do 4 more, articulating up, breathing out. And then taking a nice inhale and exhale, back down. And we're gonna do 3 more. So continue lifting, leading with your pubic bone, reaching your knees over your toes, and then softening your sternum and rolling down. 2 more, all the way up. And back down. And 1 more. Holding this up there, we're gonna do a few pulses. So we're gonna release the pelvis halfway and then lift it. And again, lower and lift. Good. Three more. 3, 2, last one, and then lengthen your spine all the way back down to the mat. Very nice. From here, take one leg into that 90-90 position, and we're gonna go ahead and bridge up for 5 single leg bridges. So maintain a nice neutral pelvis here. Try to keep it level as you lift the hips in one lift and lower. Up and down, very good. 3 more. 2, last one. Other leg is gonna come up into that 90-90, and we're gonna again breathe in and then exhale, lift it up and down. And 1 more. Perfect, and lower down. We're gonna take those arms out to the side walls, press your palms down into the floor, lift those legs up into that tabletop position. Keep the knees together and the knees level. We're gonna go to the left with both knees. We're gonna extend the legs out. We're gonna bring them in, back to center. Over to the right, and extend both legs. Back in and center. And we'll do 4 more. So again, keep the knees level, legs are together, reach them out, in, center. Other way. 3 more. 2, last set. And pause and lower the legs down to the mat. Extend the legs all the way out. We're gonna do a little single leg circle. So from here, you can keep the arms out to the side, lengthen through the body, take the left leg and bring it into tabletop. Careful not to lift your hips when you're lifting the legs. So keep the pelvis neutral, and then we're gonna take the leg across the midline and then do a nice circle around for 5. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Pause, take it out to the side, and sweep the leg in for 5. And then the left leg goes back to the mat. Then bring your right knee into the chest, extend the leg. Again, make sure the pelvis is level. Take it across the body and circle for 5. And then you're going to reverse. So take it out to the side, sweep the leg in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower that leg down. Bring the knees in. And then just take your arms, grab a hold of your knees, bring them into your chest, and do a little rocking back and forth. All right, we're gonna work the abs. So we're gonna start with placing the feet down, and we're gonna do a little bit of ab curls to warm up your upper body to start. So lace the hands behind the head. Keep the feet down for right now. And then just bring your elbows in slightly so you can see them in your peripheral vision. And then you're going to start by lifting the head, the neck, the shoulders, breathing out, and then lowering back down. And let's do 4 more. So take an inhale and lift up with an exhale. 3 more. 2. And last one. And then from here, I'm going to bring my legs into the tabletop position. And for those of you that can lift the head and keep the head up, you're going to do that. And for those of you that can't, or you want to leave your head down, you can leave your head down for this series. The first one is the single leg stretch. So I'm going to go ahead and lift up my head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to look down at my navel, grab my left knee towards my chest, extend my right leg out, and then switch and switch. So we're going to do 10 of these. Here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Legs are going to come in. I'm going to take a rest. And then we go into a little rocking. And we'll go into the second exercise, which is going to be double leg stretch. Again, head can be up or down. I'm going to go ahead and lift my head up, reach my arms and legs out, and then circle around and come back in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and rest. Okay, third one is scissors. We're going to do a nice stretch here for the legs. So the legs will go straight up. Head, neck, and shoulders can lift. Take one hand behind the knee, and then the other one's going to grab for your ankle. And then we're going to switch. Keep breathing. Two more sets. Last one. Legs come in. Give it a rest. All right, we're going to go into a little rotation with a move called crisscross. So this will be nice. You're going to take the hands, lace them behind your head, bring the elbows in slightly, and you're going to rotate the elbow to the opposite knee. Breathe out, and then switch. And that's 1. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last set. And rest. Very good. And then grab the knees and one more time rock it back and forth. All right, we're going to extend the legs out and roll to your side. So take it over. And then lengthen everything out. I'm going to actually bring my arm all the way down, rest my head onto my arm. And I'm going to bring my feet just slightly in front of my pelvis, hand in front, and stacking your shoulders and your hips. We're going to start with a lift and lower. So I'm going to point my toes, lengthen my leg up, and then back down. And continue for 10. Imagine you're squeezing a giant beach ball as you're drawing the leg down. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Rest. We're going to do another one called hot potato. So the top leg is going to tap twice in front, 1, 2, and then twice in back, 2. So here we go. Tap in front, 1, 2, tap in back. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 8. We're on 8. We got 2 more. Good. Last one. And pause. All right. Third one we're going to do is called the bicycle. So just bring that leg forward. Actually, lift the leg hip height. Sorry, lift it hip height, and then start to bend it as if you were riding your bicycle. So then you're going to extend that leg and bring it behind you. We're going to do 5 forward and 5 backwards. 3, 4, and 5. Reverse. So I'm going to bend the knee, reach behind me, and bring it forward. Bend it. There's 2, 3, 4, 1 more for 5, and rest. Okay, last one we're going to do is a large circle forward for 5 and a large circle backwards. Toes are pointed, we're reaching up and circling forward. Here's 2, 3, 4, and 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. Whew. All right, that was it for that side. We're gonna come up, we're gonna do a little mermaid stretch, and then we're gonna go to the other side. So with the mermaid stretch, you're in a Z-sit. This is what a Z-sit looks like. If this is challenging for your hips, you can always sit with your legs straight out, okay? You wanna be able to sit in a nice neutral pelvis. The other thing you can, in this position, you can put a little towel underneath your left side. That'll level out your pelvis for you, okay? Take your hands to your side, grow tall. We're gonna lift that left arm up towards our ear, lift our ribs up off our pelvis, and start to do a nice side bend up and over. And then you're gonna do a little rotation, come back to your side bend, and lower that hand down. And we're gonna do 3 more. So palm rotates up. We're gonna lift our ribs up off our pelvis. And then we're gonna do a little rotation, come back to center, lower the arm down. And 1 more again. Palm rotates up, bring it to the ear, lift the ribs up off the hips, rotate, come to center, lower that down. Take your legs out, shake them, and go to your other side. So legs are gonna come around, and we're gonna stack everything up, shoulders, hips, and ribs. Hand in front, little kickstand, bring your feet slightly in front of you, and we're gonna start with the toes pointed, lift that leg up nice and high, and lower it down for 10. You got it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. From here, we're gonna flex our feet and we're gonna do a hot potato. So the top leg lifts up, we're gonna point the toe down, tap in front for 2, and then behind for 2. Here's 2. 5 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. And rest. Onto bicycles. So lifting that top leg, bend that knee. Imagine you're riding a bike. Come forward, bring the leg behind you. And again, bend, extend. 3. We've got 2 more. 1 more. Reverse your bicycle now. So we're gonna reach it back, extend that leg behind you, bring it forward, and bend. You got it. 3, 4, and 1 more. Whew. Okay, legs come together. From here, we did a large circle forward for 5 and a large circle backwards. So lift that leg straight up, bring it in front of you, and bring it back to your foot. And again, front. 3 more. 2 and 1. Pause here, reverse your circle. So bring it in front of you, lift it up, bend around, back to your foot. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Beautiful job. All right, come up, and we're going to do another mermaid stretch to the other side. So again, you can be in your mermaid sit position, or you can have your legs straight out in front of you. We're going to have the hands to the side seam of the body, little shoulder roll, get nice and tall. Now take your right palm, turn it up, bring it towards your ear, lengthen up, lift the ribs off your hips, rotate your torso, come back to your side bend, lower the arm down. 2 more. Palm rotates up, lift the arm, lift the ribs. Side bend, rotate, side bend. Beautiful. We'll do 1 more. Good. Take those legs out, shake it. All right, guys, we're gonna do 1 more. We're gonna go onto our tummies, and we're gonna do a little swimming. Really good for our back body. So lengthen those legs out, nice and long. Lengthen your arms out. All right. Head is in line with the spine, about 1 to 2 inches from the mat. So just lengthen, you can look slightly forward. We're gonna start out slow for 10, and then we're gonna go up to, then we're gonna go quickly for 20, okay? So you wanna think about pressing your hip bones and your pubic bone gently into the mat, levitating the legs up, and then pulling your abs up and levitating the arms. So we're gonna go slow. Here's 1, and switch 2, switch, 3, good, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then bring it up, and let's go quickly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up, lower it down. Take those palms and press it back into a nice child's pose. Take your knees as wide as your mat, and then just sit back into those hips and stretch out that upper body. Hold here for 3 breaths. Good. Come on up onto all 4s. We're going to do a little stretch for the spine in quadruped. So line up your wrists, or your shoulders and your wrists, and then your knees and your hips. Start in a nice neutral spine, neutral pelvis. We're going to start taking a nice inhale, and then on your exhale, we're going to round our spine into cat. And then on our inhale, we're going to extend our spine into cow. 2 more times. Round it, breathe out, extend it, breathe in. Last one, rounding and extending. Good. And that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this mat Pilates class. It was challenging for me, and I hope it was for you also. Have a great evening.